Hi, everybody. I'm Dee.
And I'm Jay. And we are ParoDeeJay. And we are here again with another episode of ParoDeeJay's Port Guides.
These are fun.
Yeah, today we are going to another one of our, it's become a more frequently visited port for us lately, and that is Cozumel, Mexico.
We love it.
It's your favorite? I thought Curacao was your favorite.
I said it's one of my favorites.
One of.
Yeah.
We have been to Cozumel quite a few times, and actually, as we're recording this, we're just freshly off the Valor and the Glory, both of which went to Cozumel. So we are all Cozumeled out right now.
No, we are not.
I guess that's not a way you can be. But anyway, Cozumel in general, actually, I should point out that we are mostly going to be talking about the Puerta Maya pier. Cozumel does have 3 piers. There's Puerta Maya, which is the one that Carnival Corporation brands normally use. There's the one almost next door called the International Pier, which a lot of other brands use. And then there's the one that's actually kind of downtown, which I think is Punta Langosta.
Oh.
See, look at them fancy
Somebody's
words.
done some research.
That's right. And that one is more downtown. You may have to ignore the cat.
Gosh.
It's just like a live stream where
we can't help
the
it.
cat will randomly pop up in the background. But cats make internet videos better, don't they?
Sure.
Anyway, cat, what in the world? So I think at any given time you can have about 6 ships in Cozumel, because Puerta Maya, no, I think you can have 8.
Oh, wow.
Because Puerta Maya can hold 4 ships if it tries hard enough. International Pier can hold 2 and Punta Langosta can hold 2. So that's a lot of ships.
That is a lot.
But we'll start off as usual with our section called Navigating the Port. And again, this is for Puerta Maya. So I know the pier is kind of long.
Yeah.
They do have the bicycle cabs that will help get you back and forth if you need assistance. And they usually just work for tips, no fee. But you make your way down the pier and you go through the duty-free building. And it's actually a nice sized duty-free building.
Very nice.
It's big. That's what that means.
And they will sniff your bags.
That's
for
right.
Fruit and whatever else you're not supposed to take into the country.
True. Just as soon as you exit that duty-free building, you're going to get a sniffing. They have the dogs.
Don't try and take fruit into there.
Yeah, it seems like they mostly are after produce. Like you normally see apples and bananas are the things that have been confiscated. So
because I had an open bag of Cheetos.
They didn't care.
They didn't care.
But
I didn't even know it.
Don't bring fruit.
Right.
Once you get out into the port, there's a lot of shopping. I mean, there's things like Fat Tuesdays. I know there's a Three Amigos there. But the whole thing is laid out kind of in these cute little like city blocks almost. I've got a map I'll put up here of what it looks like. But there are 2 main streets that you can sort of use for shopping, and like all of these little side streets.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of shops. So if you're going to Cozumel to shop, you probably don't even have to leave the Puerta Maya port.
I don't think so.
You have like pharmacies there. You've got your Diamonds International.
Pottery, t-shirts,
so much
maracas, shot glasses,
so
magnets,
much stuff.
all that fun stuff.
There's not a beach or a pool that I'm aware of at the port, but there is a little sandy area that has some lounge chairs on it. We've never really explored it too much. We've walked by it, but
it looks cool.
It doesn't look like you can get into the water. It's just kind of a place where you could sit and get some sun and see some palm trees and stuff.
It's pretty.
Pretty nice. And then down at the end of the port area, they was probably one of the most organized taxi stands that I can think of. I love when they have a nice organized system for that. And there's also an area over there where you can get your passport stamps. I don't know if it's official or souvenir. I know a lot of people say watch out for the souvenir passport stamps. But
they also have rental cars just across from the taxis right there.
True.
Super easy.
So lots of ways to get around in Cozumel. So our next section I like to highlight is called Ship Excursions, which is where I hand select a few excursions from Carnival, being our most cruised line at this point. And actually for Cozumel, I have picked 8 excursions, not just my normal 6.
Oh my gosh.
So let's roll through them.
Okay.
The first one is called the Awesome Shore Snorkel and Beach. It sounds awesome. Any snorkeling opportunity.
Sounds awesome.
It does. This particular one takes you to Islands Beach Club, which we have not experienced, but this seemed to be the most affordable snorkeling option through the ship in Cozumel, so I thought I would point that out.
Cool.
Next up, we have Beach Club with lunch and drinks, and this actually takes you over to Playa Uvas. Again, we've never been over to Playa Uvas. I've seen some videos of folks who have.
Life with Favor.
I believe so. But this one you can do through the ship, and it just seems like a fun little beach day.
Yeah.
We also have the all-inclusive Passion Island by Power Catamaran. And this is sort of what we just did on the Valor. We actually did the private Oasis at Passion Island. And I know there's another, you can do the Twister boat over there too, right? Which is what? It's like the fast-moving, thrill boat.
Turn it around, and it looks fun.
Yeah, we just did the standard power boat ride over there. But since we did just experience this, I guess we can talk a little bit about it. The vlogs are not technically out yet as we're recording this, so it's like a sneak peek. I kind of of feel like we didn't get the true Passion Island experience, though. Like I said, we did the private oasis, which is kind of like the private cabana beach house. But we didn't really wander over to the main area.
It's kind of far away.
Yeah. So what do you know about Passion Island? I mean, I guess
the boat ride was nice.
Yeah.
It was like a catamaran, like Jay said, and it was super smooth. And they made sure everybody was taken care of. And
how long did it take us to get over
there?
It
was like 45 minutes.
It was a ways.
It was a little ways away. Yeah. And the island's beautiful.
It is.
They have really pretty signs when you go there, and the sand is super soft and nice. And then we went somewhere else, so I don't really know much about.
So I feel bad that we didn't experience the main beach at Passion Island. But anyway, it's a great place to spend a day, we'll say. So thumbs up, Passion Island. Up next, I had selected the ultimate combo Mayan ruins, snorkeling, and lunch. That's just a whole lot of awesomeness right there. But Cozumel is a good place where you can pick up those combo tours. It's close enough kind of to some of the Mayan ruins to be able to do that kind of thing. I know you can pick up Mayan ruins in Belize and other places like that, but just a good option to see there. And this one takes you, I think it's to the San Gervasio. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it or not, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it.
Sounds good.
The historic site. We also have the all-inclusive Chankanaw Beach Day and Sea Lion Show, and of course I picked that one because it's another one we did.
That sounds familiar.
Was that the first thing we ever did in Cozumel? Wow.
Yep.
Way back in the day. But that was a fun day too. They had like the buffet was included, drinks were included. It was only included at a certain time of day, I remember.
It's a little different, but...
Yeah, it's not like a full free-flowing all-inclusive.
But it was good, and the snorkeling was really, really nice there.
True, it was a guided snorkeling adventure.
Steps into the water, super easy access, and then they feed them while you're in the water, so you definitely get some good fish footage. So it was fun.
And there was a tequila tasting that was included when we did that, and a whole bunch of other little extras. We got to see alligators
replica ruin,
the Mayan village, and but that was just a really fun day overall.
Good for families because there's lots of entertaining things for kids to do too.
Definitely, and Sea Lion Show.
I like it.
Now this one I picked out just for you. It's the Save a Sea Turtle Experience. Oh my goodness. Now this is a seasonal excursion. It only runs, let me check my notes, from the end of July to early November typically, which is when I guess the baby sea turtles are in season.
I could have done that.
Oh, you could have. But yeah, you just get to go and experience, not the cat, baby sea turtles. Like, I guess hatching and nesting and all of that stuff. So
I don't have one.
I know.
You can put one in my hand.
No. That's too much editing. I was wondering if you had one in your pocket all of a sudden. You kind of worried me. We also have the ancient city of Tulum, and of course I think it's one of the better preserved type sites because everybody I hear talks about Tulum, and Tulum is the one that you've got to see, so good to see that they offer that as an excursion here. I believe that you actually have to take the ferry over to Playa del Carmen to the mainland to actually do that excursion.
Is that what Chichen Itza is too?
That's a different ruin, I think. Yeah,
never mind.
Chichen Itza.
I just like saying it.
It is fun. The last one I picked for Cozumel is kind of a big one, Xcaret Park, which is kind of, my understanding is that it's kind of like a nature theme park, ecological theme park type of place. We have looked at it, and it requires a ferry ride over to the mainland, so you do have a lot of travel to get to Xcaret.
It's like an 8-hour excursion with travel, so
most of
it's an all-day thing.
True, but that looks awesome. I mean, a lot of good-looking stuff at Xcaret Park. Next up, we have Exploring on Your Own, which are just some ideas of things that you can do if you don't want to do an official ship excursion, but still want to do some exploring. One of the main things that always draws us to Cozumel is the all-inclusive beach club. We love a good beach club day.
You cannot beat it.
No, there are there are quite a few.
There's a lot.
I know 4 of the main ones that pop to mind obviously are Mr. Sancho's, which is usually our pick, Nachi Cocom, Paradise Beach, and Playa Maya.
Yes.
I'm sure there are more than that.
There's definitely more.
And all 4 of those do offer all-inclusive type passes. Some of them also offer pay-as-you-go options. Like I know Paradise Beach, you can do an all-inclusive there for like $60.
Okay.
Or that's the one where you just pay, $3 to get in, and then you buy...
You have to buy a certain amount of food and drinks. Yeah.
I'm not sure of all of the numbers, but they all have different, pros and cons. It's usually, $55 for Mr. Sancho's, $55 for Nachi Cocom, and about $60, I think, for the all-inclusive Paradise Beach or the all-inclusive Playa Maya. So all similar, and they all actually sit on the same stretch of beach. So
you can see them all.
Yeah, if you look at a map, they're just ping, 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 ping. They're next-door neighbors, really, and you can look from one to the other and wave at people doing the other
cool.
things. But always a good fun day to do an all-inclusive beach club.
Our favorite.
Another draw, of course, as we said, for you is snorkeling. There are a couple of places that we know of, and I'm sure there's more than a couple, but that you can just go to snorkel for the day. Like I know Sky Reef.
Money Bar.
Money Bar.
Yep.
I'm
We've
sure
never
there's
done
more.
them, but we've heard of them.
But as far as I know, you don't really have to pay an admission to go to those kind of places. It may be nominal.
It may be something about food again.
Oh, gotcha. But it's a way to just sort of inexpensively go and do some snorkeling. Yeah, there may be some commitment to pay just a little nominal fee.
I think
either
Sky
for food,
Reef is food,
drink.
but I'm not sure about Money Bar.
Okay, but still, that's some stuff that we want to do in the future at Cozumel too. We need to get back to Cozumel, man. And of course, something else fun to explore, which we've never done, is the downtown area. I know there's all kinds of shopping down there. Like people always talk about that big mega. Is it like a supermarket? It's a superstore.
Big grocery store
all
with
kinds of stuff. But they have
everything.
like ATVs and
it's like Walmart.
Yeah, they sell everything. But yeah, just a fun area to walk around. We've never made it down there. Neither has our cat. So.
Hello.
And the last section that we always like to highlight is called Free and Frugal Fun, which is where we will rate the port of Cozumel, specifically Puerta Maya. Cat, on a scale of 1 to 10 with how successfully you can have a completely free or extremely frugal day without getting too far from the port. Now, I like Cozumel just because there's so much shopping. Now, of course, to shop you have to spend money, but I mean, I like window shopping and browsing. They do have that little area there with the lounge chairs that you can sit in, even though there's not really a beach and there's not a pool that I know of.
No.
You got all sorts of entertainers that are playing music.
There's water features. They have fountains and like really pretty carved rocks, and so it's just a very pretty port as well.
People walking around in costumes that you can take pictures with for tips usually.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
I think overall I'm gonna have to rate Cozumel sort of like I did Nassau, because I kind of see them about the same. Cozumel has the pros in that all of the shopping is inside the port, and you don't even have to leave the security gate to do your shopping, whereas Nassau you do. Nassau has a lot of history that you can walk to, like the Queen's Staircase, blah blah blah. Cozumel not so much. So pros and cons, they kind of weigh each other out. So I gave Nassau a 3.5. I'm gonna give Cozumel a 3.5. We love Cozumel.
4.
Okay. Yeah, but see, there's so much to do in Cozumel, but it does require you catching a cab, paying admission to a beach club or a snorkeling site or something like that.
Excursion.
Yeah, you can have a perfectly fun day window shopping and all that stuff around Cozumel, but yeah, I think that's fair enough. So we will give Cozumel overall a 3.75. We love you, Cozumel, but you're pretty much just a shopping port.
In the port area.
In the port
area. You could literally go to Cozumel like 12 times to do something different every time.
You can. I mean, you're gonna pay to do it, but yeah, you really can. So we do love Cozumel, but 3.75 on the free and frugal rating. But that is it for our port guide for Cozumel. So hopefully you did enjoy. If you have not already, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Become a Paromaniac today. Socialize all our media: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yep. And until next time, rock on.